And I'm hoarse, and you can tell that I'm hoarse today is because I was picketing all week long. I was picketing all week long. We have an issue in Fort Worth, Texas. And a lady back on December 21st, I'm going to give you the Cliff's Notes version. A lady named Jackie Craig, who's a courageous mother, she called the police because her neighbor was choking her 8-year-old son. She called the police. She did not take it upon herself to throw down on him or to kill him or to have folk jump on him. She called the police, which is what she should have done. Do you agree? When the police came, they went to a neighbor who was white, and they said to her neighbor, talk to her neighbor first, even though she called them. Then the police went to her and said, she said to him, and it's on video, she said, my son, he shouldn't have choked my son. That's why I called you. The police said to her, your son shouldn't have littered on the neighbor's yard. You know what litter he put on the neighbor's yard? He dropped some grapes. Not paper, not a soda can, but grapes on the neighbor's yard. Not intentionally. He didn't go over there and sprinkle them as if he was sowing seed. And consequently, the police looked at her and said, why don't you teach your son not to litter? She called the police. He ended up arresting that mother who did nothing, arresting Jackie Craig. Her daughter, Breeheimer, 19, and another daughter, 15. He hyperextended the 15-year-old's arm. You know how you hyperextend somebody's arm behind the back? He did that because she was videoing the incident, not because she broke a law. None of them broke a law. But they were jailed. The neighbor was not jailed. The neighbor was not taken downtown. The neighbor was not asked to give a report. The neighbor was let go for choking an 8-year-old boy. Now, we're men, and we have to protect our families. You can say amen louder than that, I hope. We have to protect our families. Now remember, this is red pill stuff. If you're a blue pill person, right now, you need to get up out of here. Because this is red pill stuff, not blue pilled stuff. This is not romper room. This is the real deal. Now watch what happened. There's another man named Gregory Adams. What is his name? Gregory Adams was at his parents' house. He walked outside because you know how it is in the house with somebody 90-some years old, it gets warm. And he went out to get some air from his parents' house. He was not at a crack house. He was not at a hoe house. He was at his parents' house. He ended up the police were looking for someone else. They saw him. And one of the officers said he has PTSD. And they don't teach in the police academy to ratchet the shotgun. He took a shotgun. Almost blew the man's arm off. And while the man, Gregory Adams, was on the ground, who had not committed a crime, was never arrested, was not indicted, because he wasn't the one they were looking for. He was on the ground bleeding. And while he was bleeding, all of the officers threw down on him. And he was saying, Jesus, help me. This is on video. This is on video. The body cam for the Jackie Craig situation is on video. No matter how you feel about it, I know this is a bummer for the blue pill crowd. But you know what? You got to face reality. It was Matt King Carter. See, Matt King Carter was a great preacher. Anybody heard? Was he a great preacher? Matt King was a great preacher. I used to love to hear Matt King Carter because he was a scholar and a preacher. And Matt King Carter says we don't live in a democracy. We live in a pigmentocracy. That's what Matt King Carter said, where skin color matters too much. Because beneath the skin, we all bleed red blood. You can say, amen, it's all right. I'm here. You'll be okay. We don't like to hear about that. We like to hear about sugar and spice and everything nice. And in my community, I'm the community leader in my community.